Just ahead on CTV News.
A program will offer county school kids free meals this summer. I'm Katara Jones in New Carrollton. I'll have all those details coming up on CTV News.
Plus, a Bowie couple dies from excessive heat during their pilgrimage to Mecca. And today marks the 2-year anniversary since the overturning of Roe versus Wade. Those stories and more, CTV News starts now.
Good evening, this is CTV News for Monday, June 24th. I'm Mariah Jalad. Thanks for joining us. Prince George's County Public Schools ranks in the top 10% of school districts, receiving the distinction for the 3rd year in a row. The district received the EverFi Empowered Seal, which recognizes exemplary commitment to financial literacy, social emotional learning, wellness, and career education. EverFi provides schools with educational resources that teach kids all about financial literacy and gives them the option to earn certifications in banking, credit, budgeting, and more. And so many county students rely on free or reduced breakfast and lunch during the academic school year. But with the schools closed for the summer, how are those students getting access to those meals? Today, the Prince George's school system kicked off its summer meals program. CTV's Katara Jones is at an elementary school in New Carrollton with more.
I'm outside of Carrollton Elementary School, which is one of several PGCPS schools that will offer free breakfast and lunch to students in need this summer. Now, all of this is a part of the school district's summer meals program, which began today and is expected to run until August 9th. Officials say students will be served breakfast Monday to Friday, beginning at 9 a.m. until 9:30 a.m., and lunch will be provided from noon to 1 p.m. Parents must keep in mind that the food must be eaten on school property. CTV News spoke to the assistant principal here at Carrollton Elementary School about the importance of this program.
So one of the things that we have come to notice is that a lot of our families have food insecurities, not knowing where their next meal is going to come from. And one of the things that we're able to do here, especially at Carrollton and a lot of our other schools, is to provide breakfast and lunch for our students. So of course, when they're not here for the summer, one of the things that we have to be concerned about is, are our students being fed? Are their families, able to have access to food? So here, having this program gives our families the chance to come and receive at least 2 meals out of the day during the week at no cost to them. And so I think it's very important that we have programs like that here.
Through the program, the school district will also provide free lunch to select parking planning locations and select county-run libraries. In New Carrollton, Katara Jones, CTV News.
And for more details on the various locations across the county that will offer free summer meals, visit the website on your screen. And a Maryland couple on a pilgrimage to Mecca has died in Saudi Arabia. 71-year-old Aliu Dosi and 65-year-old Isatu Wari were from Bowie and were among the 1,300 people who died during the pilgrimage due to excessive heat, with temperatures soaring above 120 degrees. Dowsey and Wari worked on Angela Alsobrooks' campaign for Senate. In a post on X, Alsobrooks wrote, "Hajja Isatu Wari was an incredible active member of our community. Our thoughts and deepest condolences are with their families during this difficult time." And officials say roughly 1.8 million pilgrims had arrived in Mecca and walked long distances in the heat wave. The couple's daughter said the journey was a lifelong dream of her parents and that they had saved their whole lives for the trip. And the Dolly cargo ship makes its way to port in Norfolk, Virginia today, temporarily shutting down traffic on the Bay Bridge. The Maryland Transport Authority said that closing the bridge to traffic as the Dolly passed underneath was done out of an abundance of caution. The Dolly left the port of Baltimore around 9 this morning with the help of 4 tugboats. The ship has been docked at the Seagirt Marine Terminal for the last month, waiting for approval to be relocated and repaired in Norfolk. And it's been nearly 3 months since the ship crashed into the Key Bridge in Baltimore, collapsing the structure and killing 6 construction workers. And today marks 2 years since the Supreme Court issued its Dobbs decision, overturning the federal legal right to an abortion. Since Roe v. Wade was overturned, 14 states have enacted total or near total bans on abortion, including Texas, Alabama, Idaho, and Tennessee. Lance Metzger with the Planned Parenthood Action Fund says that the fallout from the decision has been devastating.
It's been devastating. There's been a lot of chaos and confusion. There have been women who've been forced to travel hundreds or thousands of miles to get basic healthcare that was just legal 2 years ago. There's also women who are going to the emergency room and being denied care, women who are experiencing miscarriages and they aren't able to get the care that they need. So it's been very, very devastating. But also we've seen that when you ban one piece of healthcare, abortion care, you ruin a whole ecosystem of care as well. You know that it's not just about abortion. It's about the entire reproductive rights space. It's about maternal care. All of these things are impacted when you ban abortion in certain states. And we're really seeing the ripple effects of that right now. And it's going to only get worse as this goes on for longer and as more states even move to ban abortion.
And last week, the Supreme Court upheld access to the abortion drug mifepristone. And nearly 450 bills passed by the Maryland legislature this year will go into effect next week. One of those is the Enough Act, which provides grants up to $500,000 to community proposals in areas where more than 20% of children live in poverty. Other bills going into effect ban the speculative sale of tickets on online marketplaces, permit businesses to deliver alcohol, and ban vaping in indoor public spaces. More than 1,000 bills were signed this session. Another 480 will go into effect October 1st. And police continue to investigate that 3-vehicle collision in Beltsville on Friday that killed one person and injured several others. The accident happened about 2:40 in the afternoon near the intersection of Old Gunpowder Road and Snope Way. The deceased driver has been identified as 41-year-old Tameka Allen of Springfield. She was pronounced dead at the scene. The drivers of the other vehicles and passengers suffered non-life-threatening injuries. Anyone who may have witnessed the accident is asked to call police at 301-731-4422. And apartments in Beltsville and Fort Washington experienced AC outages over the weekend in the midst of our record-breaking heat wave. Residents at Westwood Place Apartments in Fort Washington woke up again this morning with no AC, along with water pressure issues. According to residents, management sent their first communication regarding the outages yesterday via letters posted across the complex.
Honestly, yesterday we left until the sun went down because I refused. I was like, you know, they want the rent on time, but I want air conditioning. So I'm not going to stay in here while it's this hot. It's a heat wave all week.
The letters posted by management stated that the AC should be back operating later today. However, residents claim to have not seen any maintenance trucks or personnel on the property. And you're watching CTV News. I'm Mariah Jalad. Still to come, a funeral for a local parole officer is bringing the community together. We'll have that story after the break.
My 15-year-old son, Ethan, and I had a fun and relaxing morning. We returned home, and Ethan walked to his best friend's house an hour later. I heard the ambulance scream by the street, carrying my beautiful boy. Ethan was shot in the head in his best friend's house with an unsecured gun. He had 0 chance of survival. The father, the gun owner, he stored his 3 guns and bullets in a shoebox.
How do you feel?
That has to be the most horrific experience that a human could ever have.
David, would you give any advice?
First thing you do is not keep your ammunition with your weapons, and that your weapons need to be locked at all times.
Well, hundreds gathered to say their final goodbyes during the funeral services for a Maryland parole and probation officer in Montgomery County on Saturday. Agent Davis Martinez was killed in May while performing a welfare check for Emmanuel Sewell, who now faces murder charges. The services were held at Living World International Christian Church in Silver Spring.
And he chose to serve. He chose us. a person who could have done anything with his time and his gifts, and he chose us. Someone who believed in his own worth and someone who believed in the worth of others. Someone who believed in redemption. Someone who believed in finding the good in people. Someone who believed that if we are all God's children, then by definition, we are brothers and sisters.
And earlier this month, members of AFS-CME Local 3661, Martinez's union, held a rally calling for improved safety protocols, safer staffing levels, and accountability from state leaders. And Bowie police need your help locating a missing teenager. Take a look at your screen. This is 16-year-old Tatiana McDonald, who was last seen on June 13th near Bowie High School. She's just over 5 foot tall and weighs approximately 120 pounds. Unfortunately, there is no information about what she was last seen wearing, but her hair is currently dyed red. Anyone with information is urged to call Bowie police. And 2 Prince George's Fire Department members and another driver are seriously injured after a county ambulance overturned yesterday. The ambulance and another car collided around 1 p.m. Sunday at the intersection of Landover Road and Technology Way in Largo. 2 fire department members and the driver of the second vehicle were transported from the scene. PGFD says they had serious but non-life-threatening injuries. And we all know that the job market can be competitive, but according to the website The Resume Templates, 15% of job seekers confess to always cheating during their job search process. While some applicants may alter details on job applications, one of the largest offenses is cheating on pre-hire online skills tests. Of the over 1,200 responses, 37% say they used ChatGPT to help snag a position. One reason applicants gave for altering resumes is to counter resume screening software. And Six Flags America is a well-known amusement park with 27 locations in the U.S., Canada, and Mexico. And for those who visited the Prince George's County location, there's a new storyline and signature attraction to take advantage of this summer. CTV's Sierra Jackson stopped by the amusement park for a sneak peek.
Six Flags America is the world's largest regional theme park, and today they're bringing us along the ride as they unveil Steamtown.
We are so excited for the 2024 season. This is our biggest park investment in over 2 decades. Not only did we just open our new Rip Curl Blaster water coaster just a month ago, but Steamtown is an amazing new reimagined realm featuring 4 great attractions. So we have the all-new Steam Whirler Family Thrill Ride, and we have 3 reimagined attractions, including Professor Screamore's Skywinder, our signature coaster experience that we're all known for.
The park also has options for those looking to cool down in the summer heat.
You know, Hurricane Harbor, Maryland is one of the biggest water parks in the region and definitely offers a fun-filled day for everybody and plenty of opportunities to rest, relax, and of course get wet. So Hurricane Bay is over 800,000 gallons of water fun, plus Wahoo River and all of our signature slides and attractions in the harbor.
And if you think you need more than one visit to enjoy the park, a season pass might be ideal for you.
Definitely a season pass is the best value to enjoy both Steamtown, Hurricane Harbor, Maryland, and our whole season through Fright Fest.
Sierra Jackson, CTV News.
For more information on Steamtown and all the other Six Flags attractions, visit the website on your screen. And still to come on CTV News, a Commanders player dishes with Simon Buggs his plans for the 2024 NFL season in this week's Monday Sports page.
What's going on, sports fans? Hope you enjoyed your weekend. And coming right up, Commanders wide receiver Jahan Dotson gives his thoughts on how he can improve in 2024 and its new era for the Bowie State track and field team. I'll have more details on those stories in a minute. Stay tuned.
First time that when I see him, a lot of stuff came into my mind because I wasn't prepared at all. I know the first 3 months of his life were really important, and I wanted to be there all the time for him. First time he was like, "Daddy, Daddy." That was one of his first words. grew up so quick. He just surprised me every day. He's really smart. I really think he can be an astronaut, president. But I'm gonna support him for wherever he wants to be. Whether he wanna be a photographer, musician, whatever. As a father, I guess you don't focus on you. I put himself first. That's what a dad does.
All right, everybody, it's time for your Monday Sports Page. Beginning with some news from the NFL, if the Washington Commanders are going to get back to the postseason in 2024, it's going to take effort from everyone on the team to do so. And one player is looking to bounce back and help his team make a run at the playoffs is wide receiver Jahan Dotson. Dotson didn't have the best season last year as the Penn State product went from having 523 yards and 7 touchdowns his rookie year to just 518 yards and 4 touchdowns in 2023. Dotson spoke recently and he explained what he feels like he can do better in year 3.
I would say, after the catch, getting a lot of yak yards, that's one thing that, I did a very good job of, I feel like my rookie year, that I feel like I can get back to. Just effort after the catch. And then, just being present every single day. Like I said, I'm really focused on being where my feet are. So just being in the moment and basically living it up and soaking it all in.
Moving on to some track and field news, the Bowie State track and field and cross-country teams have hired Pamela Crockett as their next head coach. Crockett was previously with Full Speed Athletics, a nonprofit track club for almost 2 decades before coming to Bowie. The Hunter College and University of Michigan graduate left a large impact on her athletes, as many of them have earned Washington Post All-Met and Gatorade Athlete Player of the Year honors. And wrapping up sports, the Baltimore Orioles lost their third and final game to the Houston Astros yesterday, 8-1. The Birds went 0-3 in their series versus Houston. Baltimore is now 49-28 on this season and will face off next against the Cleveland Guardians tonight at 6:35. And that wraps up your Monday Sports Page. Simon Bugs, CTV Sports.
Thanks, Simon. Now let's get a look at our 3-day weather forecast. Tonight will be nice and clear out. We're looking at a low of 65. Tuesday is going to be nice and sunny with a high of 92. Wednesday, mostly sunny with a high of 97, but showers and storms are expected after 2 p.m. And Thursday, some of those showers may stick around for the morning. However, it will be mostly sunny with a high of 88 and a low of 67. And now for a look at our community calendar, Prince George's Shakespeare in the Park presents A Midsummer's Night's Dreams. Tomorrow evening from 7:30 to 9:30, bring your own lawn chair or blanket to enjoy the delightful comedy, weaving together the stories of 4 young lovers. This showing takes place at Ridgely Rosenwald School. For more information, contact Megan Merchant at 301-446-3238. And that wraps up CTV News for now. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again tomorrow. Good night.
Elmer loves to giggle. Elmer's mommy taught him that laughing can help when you have a big feeling, like when you feel happy. Make sure to celebrate when you're happy and laugh it out. Love your mind.